self-organized religion. Let's get into it. One of the hardest things for me was to come to the realization that I didn't have all the answers. I think that over the course of time, I would say the last 6 years, there's been a huge transition that has taken place in my life, and how I perceive what I call God, and how I feel this thing that I call God. Now that I overstand as a divine energy, or as a divine consciousness, a divine intelligent consciousness that exists within all, through all, and by all. The biggest question that I have for myself is, can I have God without religion? Was it possible? Is it impossible? I pondered this question many times over the last few years, and even cried at night as I've tried to distinguish the difference between my emotional baggage and my actual feelings about God, and wanting to actually be in the presence of this loving being, as I used to perceive in my religious days, or as I thought that God was, this being that I externalized as and confined to what we know as the Bible today. I had to let go. It was difficult. I let go of religion, and the reason why is because I realized that it boxed God off from myself. It boxed God off from a genuine experience that I could have had, as now I perceive God as something that is within me, that is a part of me. Some people ask, how do you know that what you're feeling is not a trick of the enemy? Well, there's a lot of history. When you go back and you look at a lot of history, and you look at a lot of the ancient world and how they were able to perceive God as nature. They looked at nature as an idea of what and who God really was. Not necessarily that it was a him or a her, but more as an it that existed within all things, that naturally brought them life. Nature, symbolism, sound, energy, all of these different concepts that are foreign to the religious world, because it makes it difficult for them to understand or understand the importance of nature to our everyday existence. The crazy part about all of this is, without nature, humanity could not exist. And the only thing that's closest to God is nature, and not our book, not our religion, not our church, not our tithe, not our offering, but our personal experience of who and what we are as divine beings. If you are not aware of what's going on within you, then putting the God of all creation externally outside of you then closes your mind off to truly experience a genuine relationship with the divine creator, or with the all-knowing, or with the, as the religious say, I am. Let me clarify something really quick. As far as the scripture go, as far as religion goes, I do not put myself in a position to be able to strip anyone's religion away from them. That's not my intent. My intent is to be able to allow people to begin to see and ascend beyond their own minimal thought process about the divine creator, by confining God to one single book, into one single church, into one single denomination, into one single ideology, that this one God can only love this one particular race of people, or this one particular cell or minute cell that's within all things. Your cells have cell. This is scientific, and to exclude God from science is another thing in itself. But raised in a religious background, I had to be able to let go. I had to find out for myself, which began my journey, which is why I began to question things, which is why I stopped becoming just a follower. I was the guy who danced in church. I did this thing called mind ministry all over the church, all over in different cities. I've traveled around from state to state doing it. I got really great at it. I put my heart into it. It's because it was genuine, and anything you do genuine can be beneficial for those who are seeking help, because that's what we are. We are literally divine beings being blessings to other divine beings in the need of time. You literally become the giver that someone needs as God. They ask God for a blessing, then you in return enact that blessing, because you are enacting a part of your divine nature as of who you are. You are givers. Ye are gods. If you want to be contextual, or if you want to get into the context, if you want to break that down to the minute detail of the ruler, then you got to understand when you get into ruler, according to scripture, the ruler of this world is Satan. Also according to science and scripture, that your body, your flesh, is made of carbon-12. What consists within carbon-12? 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That's 666. Count the number of the beast. Realize that humanity in its own flesh, in its own ability to grow within itself, is Satan. Every evil act that has happened on this planet has been because of something mankind has done or misperceived. That is the way the book is written. It is written in esoteric knowledge that it's meant to confuse those who are confined to the walls of religion. But the moment that you begin to ascend within yourself and you begin to ask those tough questions, you begin to realize exactly what's going on, then everything and everyone around you, including nature, will begin to change. This your boy Ascend Beyond. Peace and grand love to you. Thanks.